know that Obi, I mean, I don't, well, you guys probably don't know this, but I'm sure she'll talk about it. She's always made 1 or 2 comments about, skin spots, but at the same time, you can have body insecurities and you can be comfortable with it. So, I'm sure as we'll see, she'll talk about the fact that this was something that was an insecurity, but she's embraced it. And insecurities can actually become beautiful things. There's always somebody out there that will find your insecurity beautiful, but it should definitely begin with you. You find it beautiful, other people will find it beautiful. When you don't draw attention to certain things, you'd be surprised that people don't even notice half of the things that we ourselves notice.
One thing I blame for a lot of body insecurity these days is social media.
Of course.
We're constantly flooded with images of people being so perfect that everybody has a standard for perfection nowadays, especially with girls. And another thing is when you take a picture, you put it up and it gets 4 likes.
I guess 400 likes on somebody else's.
Someone else, do you understand? You start feeling, okay, she's prettier than me. Okay, what do I need to do to be? Then you start to analyze, okay, her nose is thinner. Maybe I should adjust it. Maybe if I had bigger boobs, I'll get more attention. Because it's true. People these days want to throw off their clothes just to get...
Someone wants to be an hourglass, all their life.
But the funny thing is, on the flip side, I don't even know if body insecurities are as major as it used to be, because now we're just one knife away from fixing whatever our issue is, versus before having to live with it. Today's day, people have access to fix their which perpetuates it.
It makes it worse because sometimes we're flooded with unrealistic images. Like we have to look up to people who have 24-inch waist and 46-inch.
But Obe, don't you think that who this really affects are younger people? Because I feel, for me personally, the fact that I know that everything is either photoshopped or bought at the doctor's office actually makes me a lot more confident in my insecurities, because I'm like...
But were you always like this, or you grew into yourself?
Is that Nancy?
Nancy is in the building, I guess.
Well, that's what I'm saying, that it affects younger people who might not be mature enough to understand that this is not real. So I think with anything we need to really...
Why did you guys have
looking
to send the
beautiful as...
Thank you.
But she's looking good, you're glowing.
Yes, you are looking lovely.
Thank you so much. You guys look lovely too.
Thank you.
Insecurities here.
I know, I'll be...
Oh yeah, great. So let's talk.
Okay, so we're talking about insecurities and how people alter themselves, have surgeries, just to fit into what society thinks is more acceptable. So what do you think about people lightening the skin?
Or body insecurities in general?
Yeah. Well, if you shine light on skin lightening, I just feel first and foremostly, it's a personal decision. I have no problem with anybody saying, okay, this is something that is going to suit me. As long as you're not taking money from my pocket, you're not lightening my skin, you're not inconveniencing me, you're not in my space, I'm totally fine. So on that topic, I just feel whatever rocks your boat, whatever makes you feel more confident. Most of us, we sitting down here, we're so lucky to be confident in our skin and confident with what we look like, and we're very comfortable. So I just feel since we're already there, thank God. But there are people who, the more easier it is to get these things done, the more was just you know what? So I mean, if I can buy new kidneys, if I can buy a new heart,
it's
chest. Actually it's a medical condition. Yeah, because if I can buy new kidneys, I can buy a brain.
Why can't I buy new hips?
Some boobs and new hips and new, So I just feel I don't think it's biblically wrong. Because I don't see anywhere in the Bible that says...
it's a personal choice.
Yeah, it's just a personal... But a lot of people have brought upon themselves to just shame these people and say, oh, you're not comfortable. Fine, they're not. They're not disturbing you, so leave them.
I know,
let them do what they want to do. They can afford it.
For me, though, I think...
But that was what she said that I really didn't want her to forget. You said if you can't afford these things to change, what happens with the people who can't, and then their insecurities start to ruin them? or take them into, maybe suicidal thoughts,
or depression.
It can be much more.
I just feel like if that's the case, then what you don't have cannot kill you. You can always, it depends on who you look up to, If you have the money and you look up to Kim Kardashian, go ahead. You look up to Beyonce, go ahead. But if you don't have enough money, you just have to look for a slimmer role model. Just be like, you know what? Paris Hilton, you are my role model. But these days, you can actually work your body to what you want it to be. I can be in the gym and work some butt out.
You can build the body you want.
If you can't afford it overnight, you can work for it over a couple of months. So it's just...
It is that important to you, right?
Yeah. So you have to be really young to feel like if I don't have big butts and big hips, I'm going to die. But the older you get, you realize that people don't even... Yeah, skin condition.
Something that you can't work out.
But the older you get, the more you realize that there's so many people living with the same things and they're comfortable.
Or worse.
And I think you can always find, kind of like what you said, you can always find someone who looks like you and is considered gorgeous. Because I know growing up, I used to be so insecure about my height. Like, it was really bad. I would cry about it.
Oh, wow.
And at some point, people told me, if you pray to God, like 12 midnight, if you come outside, he answers your prayers. Like, I would wake up as a child and I was scared of the dark, but I was willing to risk it to just come outside and pray so that I could be taller. And they'll say, oh, eat more beans, you grow tall and everything.
That, yeah.
But as I grew up, I think the first person was Alexander the Great. I saw that he was actually a really small person. And then I saw other people and then celebrities. We had a lot of people who weren't tall. Yeah. And they were actually like pretty. And people say, oh, they're like 9 out of 10. Yeah. And then I started to think, you know what, petite is cute. If you're taller than me, you have a problem.
It's so funny, Julia's face, because she's the opposite.
I looked at her like, if you're taller than me, you have the problem.
No, but yeah, I'm sure you must.
Yeah, I do. Growing up wasn't funny at all, my sister. Let me come down to our English.
And please, when did you hit your height, your tallest height? At what age? So you can tell us.
Please don't do that to me. I might still be growing,
Serious? Okay. How was it for you growing up, though? How did you?
It wasn't funny, my sister. I went to school in the East, and at some point they will say, "Hey, Ogolo."
What does that mean?
Like Tolly. Hey, when we're doing maybe 27th May Children's Day, it'll be like, stand at the back. Obviously, without being told, you just have to go because before they'll start harassing you. They'll be like, what are you doing here? Go to the back. Are you not the tallest?
Exactly.
Do you understand? So at some point, I'll feel like I had to go tell my mommy, thanks to my mama, I had to go tell her, Mommy, why am I tall? Why am I tall? And mamas and the way they support their girl child, don't mind them. Is anybody taller than in their family? Is anybody that tall in their family? Don't mind them at all. Don't worry. And that she gives me my confidence back. I'll be like, okay, I'm one tall girl and I know that and I love it.
Did you model at some point?
Yes, I used to.
You must monetize your gifts.
I used to.
Yeah,
definitely. Monetize your gifts.
I used to.
Yeah,
model,
whatever is used, I feel like whatever is used against you, you must use it. And I'm so grateful for this 21st century media and how everybody is coming up and the dark-skinned ladies are coming up and saying, and then now there's
even
a term.
People with vitiligo.
It's like, melanin queen. And now it probably even the light-skinned girls are now jealous of it. Oh my God, I can't even be melanin.
Yeah.
So I feel like melanin, of course, is we all have melanin in our skin. You don't have to be so dark to, be called that. So I just feel like these days, the media is slowly just like the natural hair. And I tell people, relax. Trends come and go.
Do you.
Big bum, boobs, give it another 15 years. Skinny will come back. Give it another 15 years. Big stomach will come. You will be shocked. It just takes... it won't work anyway. That's not sexy. But still, I just feel like somebody will come and own it. A big girl will come
and own
and
it,
just be like, and she'll just take over the world. And everybody will be like, I want to be as big as that girl and rock this clothes.
It'll be all about the curvy life.
Yeah, it will be back to, and then the skinny will come, and I just feel like it's a trend. Now, a couple years back, movies, they put the light-skinned girl in front. Even music videos, all the light-skinned in front, white people in front, the dark-skinned stay behind. But these days, they're singing about dark-skinned girls. The thing of singing, when they say African queen, they use a dark girl. They use, and then what more and more. But I understand that I think Nigeria is the highest. They purchase the most bleaching products.
I have read that.
Nigeria.
But I think that's because of a population issue, because Lord knows.
No, I think we just naturally jump on trends out here.
Oh, we do, generally.
Whatever it is, if it's like, oh, this new hairstyle, oh my God, just go out. Everybody has it. So
we're very much
even with human hair, for instance,
that's
like
the
highest
thing. Yeah.
Now everybody's cutting their hair and like trying to grow it back. I'm just rocking this one. Like the heat in this country is too much.
It's too much.
But I also want to talk about this. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, this bleaching thing," and it's made some of us who were born. I mean, I'm not so light, but some of us who were born light, it makes us feel okay. You know what? We can't really come out again because everybody just feels like once you're light in Nigeria, you are bleaching. Okay, now since we're all bleaching, and then they also say these things about your hands and the knuckles, and yet I realized that there's so many dark-skinned
with black knuckles,
with darker knuckles,
who have like dark knuckles and dark everything, dark and ashy.
Nancy, do you know that doing laundry gives you black knuckles, but
even
people don't
cooking,
know.
Even some kids are born and you already see it there.
Me?
Like,
I
see my baby pictures and
it's
not
like it was
white with all of my skin.
I they wash. If I wash finish, all this place they black.
They black, Abi.
True.
I just feel like they don't understand that as you grow through life, the different agents are just so now. I don't think it's just enough. Of course, some you see, and you know this one, we are using Grim. You know, some you see, but some you see, and you can tell that you can't just totally expect. Even Americans and the white people, and Europeans,
and the Asians. I mean, it came from Asia. That's why I was saying that they're the ones that made the products because, you know, as far as color shaming and that insecurity, that's throughout the world. You know, where that European concept of lighter is better. So that's something that I think as a world we struggle with. You know, but like you said, it's really about gaining that confidence from a young age of who you are and being comfortable in your skin, in your imperfections. That's the only way to really combat body insecurities because the media is not going to help you. Body insecurities, we all have them. I have them. I know Abi has them. I know Chinyere has them. Or we've had them. Maybe we've come up with new ones over time. And we got Nancy in the building. And you would think she has no insecurities because she's absolutely beautiful. But as we're hopefully about to find out, you know, I'm sure she might have one or two that we didn't even know about. And if anything, all these things we're saying about, you know, these movements are birthed because of body shaming. They're birthed out of, before all the advent of TV and social media, it wasn't as much because everybody was in there. You don't have to see the next man. But now that we have to be plagued with it everywhere, TV, iPad, everywhere we go, there's, you know, other people have to rise up and say, well, you know what? Don't let all of them shame you. You know, dark-skinned sisters unite. Kinikon unite. Because we have to look out for the younger generation who, at the end of the day, is going to grow and be confused.
Exactly.
You know,
and if I can, with my kids, I'll try as much as I can to control what they watch and
you have to
on social media. That's why, I mean, one of my fan pages is owned by a 13-year-old, and she just clocked 14. And when she told me, I appreciated the fact that she was doing something so kind for me. But I was just like, you're too young. Like now you look at me and you want to be me when you can be. You have insecurities
of, you know, her skin is like this, mine is not like
this.
The
way I dress, the way I carry myself. When you as a person you could be way more amazing than I am. I feel like everybody's individuality is absolutely amazing if you can just embrace it. And if you have too many replicas of everybody, then what's the word? Variety is the spice of life. So I feel like you're so young, you look at me and you grow up to be me, and you forget that you as a person can be even times 10 more amazing than I am. So when I talk to her and I say, please, I don't want to be anybody's role model. It's so much. You guys don't understand the pressure. I didn't come here to be perfect and say, be like me. I'm just working. I'm just fortunate. And the only difference between me and anybody watching this is you work in the bank, I work on TV. That's the only difference. But you guys put this stereotype, celebrity, fans. Yeah. Celebrity, fans. And then you now make us feel like, no, I won't even let anybody put me in a box. I'm just a human being who works, and I found my passion to be working on TV and entertaining people. I won't follow the pressure of having to be this person I want to wear my bum shorts. Oh, what will people say? It's your business. I wear my bum shorts.
That's my girl.
I wear my bum shorts.
That is my Nancy.
Exactly. I want to cut my hair. I cut my hair. Anything I want to wear, I do it, and I do it as a person. It is my decision. I am so crazy about people making decisions and sticking to it. I don't fancy people who let other people make decisions because it's just one life.
I even have, speaking of body insecurities.
But wait. Sorry. Nancy, okay, so we needed to do something. Okay. We need you to spin the wheel.
Yay. You're excited. She doesn't know.
I like that. She just said, okay. She didn't even ask like, okay, what's it about? You don't know what you're getting
yourself
into.
Until it lands on numbers, whatever.
Well, I don't mind. Let's see what that's. Oh,
that's 16?
16?
16. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Dun, dun,
dun. Drum rolls. How do you know when you're in love?
How do I know when I'm in love?
Are you blushing?
Oh, no, I'm not. It's just,
it's her natural glow.
I'm going to, first of all, try as much as I can to define love in my own term. I just feel like these days, love has been watered down. Mm-hmm. You just watch it and I feel like a lot of people think what they watch in fairy tales really is love. No. The first example of love is Christ Jesus. So I feel like love dates back to the unconditional love that we all find in our religions. Have I ever been in love is the question.
Okay.
No, how do you know when you're in love?
How do I know?
Yeah, how do you know when you're in love?
When I have butterflies in my tummy, and I don't have it for the first 1 week, 2 weeks. I have it for like the whole time. And I see myself like doing things that I wouldn't do. Like I see myself driving at night. Look, once I get home and I take off my makeup and my pajamas is on, not even a fire can get you out of the house. That house can burn me down with it. I'm in that room. Like no, even when the gen goes up, I'm like, Jen, goodbye. I'm sleeping. So if I see myself leaving the house to come see you, maybe you're ill and I'm bringing you soup, I'm like cooking you soup. Oh, child, boy, you better know that I am in love. But I think a lot of people, we're all scared of being in love these days. Cause
I love how you said these days.
These days, we're all really scared because nobody wants to be that weak person. Nobody wants to give too much.
Everyone's
not have enough. Yes, so I just, there's a high rate of divorces, everybody's just, I'm the kind of type who.
And sometimes it seems like everyone is playing too many games these days.
Yes, I don't know what's going on. I really hope the next generation really know what
we get it right. I hope they get it right.
Yeah. But that's on us. There is no next generation unless we're the ones.
Okay, so one more person. How do you know when you're in love? When he buys you something nice.
Why would you?
I think I should have asked that question.
I take it back. Wait now, chill. I'll go answer question.
Okay.
Who do you ask me? Nancy.
Big mistake. Just saying.
I know that I'm in love when I check my wardrobe and all your stuff are stocked in, like all the new dresses.
I knew that's where she was going.
Yeah, and I just open and say, I'm smiling, okay?
And
you buy it, bro. Like,
you're the man.
You're the man, trust me.
No, but I also, sorry, I need to say this quickly because I'm so into my job and my work. My work is fun. My fun is work. And I feel like if I can give up going to work
for you.
Ooh.
I don't have to necessarily be in love.
But you mean
in a relationship with you, I must be able to say, even if I'm in a relationship, I have to be in love. Forget. If I'm in a relationship, I'm like, I gotta be at work all week, man. What you say? I'm going to see you next week, all right? You'll be fine, yes? But if I'm in love and I'm saying, I have work, but I'll just go, no problem. I'll tell them that I'm sick. I won't go. I'll just let it go. Then I'm in love. Because I don't joke with my job. You've met me working, so don't try to.
But Nancy, honestly, I never see you do that before. I never hear him.
You never hear him before. I never say make I leave work.
Now that was not married, but I never hear. Say you leave that work. That your work. No, I never hear.
Nance, thank you so much for stopping by, and thanks for sharing your thoughts. Like you had so much to say.
Yeah, she came in here and was like, look, body insecurities 101.
She took her to school.
Thank you so much for having me.
Like you had to take the credit, really.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much. Thank you
so much for having me.
Oh, I know.
I know you guys can have it.